More than 500 people gathered here at the Hub on Penn State's campus to hear from presidential hopeful Beto O'Rourke. State College police even sent a letter to downtown apartments like this one, asking residents not to invite guests over, serve alcohol to minors, or play music too loudly. From the time the coffee is planted, it takes about 3 years to go from beans on a tree like this one to the coffee you drink every morning. Thon is an especially emotional time for the dancers of the Singing Lions a cappella group, who lost their Thon child in December. Many residents choose to double filter their water to make sure that it's drinkable, but when the filter is off, the water still appears cloudy. Nuclear energy research has been part of the university since 1955 when Penn State first started operating its Brazil reactor. Fetterman's listening tour began in February this year. He plans to go through all 67 counties of Pennsylvania, and so far he's made it through more than half. When Katie and Jim Truesdale moved to Mountaintop 2 years ago, they didn't realize they'd be dealing with dirty water.
There's a big difference.
We have not just the sink filter screwed onto the sink, but we also have a Brita filter pitcher, so we kind of double filter our water to make sure it's safe to give water to our animals. But it's been an ongoing problem in the Snowshoe region of Center County for several years. Because of aging infrastructure and leaky water lines, the Mountaintop Regional Water Authority has repeatedly issued boil advisories saying the water isn't safe to drink. For the Truesdales and their 5 cats, that's a problem. We do still double filter our water for the cats, and we do really worry about the animals getting sick from the water. We don't know what's in it.
Many residents choose to double filter their water to make sure that it's drinkable, but when the filter is off, the water still appears cloudy. The Mountaintop Regional Water Authority submitted a plan to fix the problem that was approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection last week. And while residents cited concerns about cloudy water, spokesperson for the DEP, Megan Lehman, says cloudy or muddy water are common examples of fluctuations that can occur in the appearance and taste of drinking water supplies. These changes can be caused by many factors and sometimes occur in water that still meets the Safe Drinking Water Act standards. Chris Walker lives in nearby Moshannon. He says he's optimistic the Water Authority will solve the issue soon.
I think we need everyone to come together to try to find a common solution.
Until then, the Truesdales say they will continue to buy bottled water for drinking. In Snowshoe Township, I'm Maddie Biertempfel for the Center County Report. Caleb Brownson loves Elvis, karaoke, and his best friend Jackson.
He is my best friend in the whole wide world. He loves Justin Timberlake, cheeseburgers. He even likes me.
Tonight he'll have all his favorite things in one place.
Every time when I go there, I see my friends, I see my other friends from school all the time. They go to this dance because they love to dance, they love to hang out with me.
Brownson and his mom, Sarah, have been preparing for him to attend Night to Shine, a prom honoring those with special needs. The event happens all over the world and is funded by the Tim Tebow Foundation. Sarah says the event has profoundly impacted Caleb and his friends.
Really got to shine and be the star. They crown the kings and queens. And so, he got to be kind of king of the dance along with his buddies.
That's
right?
true. Mm-hmm.
And so I think he really enjoyed kind of standing in the spotlight for one night.
Those attending are looking forward to a prom night filled with friends singing and dancing to their favorite songs. While the event crowns their kings and queens, there's just one king Caleb cares about, the king of rock and roll. In State College, I'm Maddie Biertempfel for the Center County Report. Hi, I'm Maddie Biertempfel. Commercials and advertisements for colleges and universities are a common sight. They are a regular presence on social media and part of any collegiate athletic broadcast. But how do universities engage in branding, and what does their branding say about their identity? State College Area High School is saying goodbye to Old Glory. The Nittany Composite Squadron of Civil Air Patrol will conduct an official flag retirement ceremony in front of the high school today. The parents of a 29-year-old black man who was shot and killed by State College police last week have hired lawyers and say they want answers. Police were called to Osaze Osagi's apartment to serve a mental health warrant. Just 2 weeks after a mumps outbreak affected more than 100 people at Philadelphia's Temple University, 3 cases have now been confirmed at the Penn State University Park campus. An important member of the Penn State community will be remembered at a public event on May 12th. Barbara Palmer died in January at age 93. The public is invited to a celebration of her life at the Pascarilla Spiritual Center. Penn State's Thon in 2020 will see significant changes in its fundraising methods starting July 1st of this year. Among the biggest changes, fundraising that requires traveling outside State College will be banned, but fundraising over fall and winter breaks will still be allowed. And tomorrow marks the statewide opening day of fishing season in Pennsylvania. Thousands of people will head to the water as the annual trout season begins. And another Penn State alum is giving back in a big way. Jeffrey Morton is giving $2 million to support Penn State students from military families, as well as promote campus beautification programs. Well, thank you so much for being here today, President Barron.
My pleasure.
Branding, interesting topic, a lot of different aspects to it.
Yeah.
So something that you guys talked about was how branding isn't necessarily what you say, but what people hear. With so many different entities, how does Penn State work to keep a consistent brand? Penn State actually has a lot of branding classes for students to start thinking about their own professional identities. So why is it important, do you think, for students in college to start thinking about their own brand?
Well,
absolutely, and I know a lot of these are kind of targeted toward freshmen to start thinking about early as soon as they step on campus. So really great opportunity, and thank you so much for talking with us today.
My pleasure.